Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. The Astros aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Paul Lee will be on the mound for the Astros. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. First and 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first down.
Right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Piscotty hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-0 delivery. A swing by Piscotty, and this is driven to left. And that one is gone. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
Jed Lowry.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. The 1-0. Hit well on the ground to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a knuckleball too low, apparently.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. And Oakland has claimed the early 1-0 lead. Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Manaea, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
His career numbers against Manaea, he's totaled 4 hits in 20 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Hot shot to third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Standing in now, James Harden. Popped him up. Lucroy has a play, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Batting third, right fielder.
Striding in for Houston, Michael Lee. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
There goes Altuve. Pitches a cold strike to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see right there that these guys rank second in the AL in that category. Altuve leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Stepping in now, number 3, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. Shoots this one over to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in his zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Second and third here, one man out. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Davis the catch, tagging is the runner from third. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 3-1.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. His career numbers against Minaya, he's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To 1-2 now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. It's the Astros 3 and the A's 1. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday.
Matt Olson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. Drilled to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Matt Joyce.
Now the A's designated hitter, Matt Joyce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting seventh, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner. Two out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Next up for the Astros, Alex Bregman. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Designated hitter, Alex Bregman.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Way outside. 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff. Here's
Marwin Gonzalez now. Ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. The 1-0 home is taken high above the zone.
2-0.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Riding in once again, Jose Altuve, the reigning batting champion in the American League. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
2-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
There's a strike. Two pitches fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Another 2-2 offering. 2-2 pitch just missed.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first at bat in the inning. First pitch on its way. And And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Next up for the A's, Dustin Fowler, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Knuckleball upstairs, dangerous pitch taken for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-1 pitch is a knuckleball that misses 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. 1-2-3 go the A's. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now batting, James Harden. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Line hard to the left side, but foul. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Into the box now, Michael Lee. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. High in the air and deep to left center field. Fowler ranging back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Now batting.
In number 3. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No outs, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Into the box, David Lee. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll come into play right at 340. 8 home runs and 19 driven in. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
The 3-0. And not exactly a determined swing there on 3-0, as they say he went around. It's 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Settling in now, Carlos Correa, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set. Here it comes. Strike called. Now to throw down.
0-1.
Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Lee, the runner at second with 1 away. Popped him up. In comes Piscotty, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1. So they continue to swing the bats well here in the opening month of the season as we take a look at the team leaderboard for total runs scored. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball one.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Still only one out in the inning. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. One and 2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. Davis retreats to the track and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 3 innings complete. Houston leads this one 6-1. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
And he did hit a knuckleball out in his last at bat, and that's not an easy pitch to hit out. Sometimes that knuckleball has a mind of its own. It darts in, it darts up, it darts down and away. This guy can handle a knuckleball.
Skied into straightaway right. Lee is there. 1 down.
Up next for Oakland, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Digging in to try it again, Jed Lowry. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lowry has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a solo shot for Jed Lowrie. Third home run for him on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Here's Chris Davis now.
Chris Davis.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
That knuckleball dances over the inside corner. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Here now the 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2 one more time. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now batting, the first baseman.
In now, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. And a wave and a miss at a knuckleball for a strike.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Fouled off. One and 2. Here it comes. Popped him up. And this will land foul. The 1-2. is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One for the A's, courtesy of Jed Lowry. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the A's 2. Digging in, Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And the pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. From the stretch, takes a knee-high fastball. Popped up, Lowry over to his left, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, James Harden.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, James Harden. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark. Do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Yusmeiro Petit answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Standing in now, Michael Lee, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Petit is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Oh, here it is. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 2-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And Lucroy's tag will come too late. Safe at home plate.
Now batting.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 3. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Eight runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We played 4 full. It's the Astros 8 and the A's 2. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Joyce. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner. One out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk the home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit hard on the ground to third. Scooped up. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More to come from Houston after this. At the plate, David Lee. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hard hit toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 1 for 3. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Here's George Springer. Lays off 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Set and the 2-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Lee, the runner at third. Correa is at second with nobody out. A bouncer up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1-1.
One out and a runner on third. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Count remains 2-2.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the second out.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Piscotty's there for it. And the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 10 and the A's 2. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. That misses, 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike one. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that catches the high outside corner. 1-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. A knuckler that just missed too low. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batter, left fielder, James Harden.
So striding in, James Harden. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Lifted the other way out to left center. Davis is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Ready once again, Michael Lee, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Lee is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-0 pitch. Fouled away. The 3-1, and it's fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So here's the cleanup hitter, number 3. He was a ground out victim last time up. Throw over to the bag, runners back. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Lee is off at first with 2 away. He's running. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Stepping in now, David Lee.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Well, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a dangerous knuckleball to miss high with. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way in front of that fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Olsen connects and sends it to deep right field. Gone into the upper deck. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Home run number 5 on the year, but they still face a 7-run deficit. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. A 2-out hit, one that'll bring up Jonathan Lucroy to bat this inning.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. And he takes strike 2.
0-2.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Is there, and he's out trying to take second. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Get up and stretch. It's the Astros 10 and the A's 3. At the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Carlos Correa.
First pitch on its way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
3-1.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. George Springer is on deck. The 3-1. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Fowler racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
So stepping in, George Springer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Olsen moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Bregman.
Standing in, Alex Bregman. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Line towards center field. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Stepping in, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's textbook hitting right there, D-Roy. You just kind of hit that knuckleball right where it's pitched. A bullet right back up the middle.
Yeah, some guys approach the knuckleball a lot of different ways. You'll see beer league softball style. Just bail and wail, try and hit it. But he stayed and put it right back where it came from. Kept his front shoulder in there and didn't try and do too much.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now batting, third baseman.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And a knuckleball too low, apparently. Here's the 1-0. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone. Lucroy stands at first with one out. That's a base hit into left field.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
In now, Dustin Fowler. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Lee ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Popped him up. Altuve is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Ryan Dull enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Ryan Dull.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
First baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll miss the target away with a fastball. It's 1-0. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. One out, nobody on. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Popped high in the air. Chapman is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting, left fielder, James Harden.
Now at the plate, James Harden, who's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Hard hit to first. Olsen comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Yeah, beautiful look there at the downtown aquarium here in Houston as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show. Brad Peacock comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Jed Lowry now, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the stretch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Ready with the 0-2. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Number 3 waits on it. One away.
Left fielder number 2, Trent Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2-0 pitch on the way. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Lee looks up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now. He'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. 1-0 count. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Harden moves over. 2 down.
Up next for Oakland, designated hitter, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. Three and 1 the count now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. There's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Ready. Here's the first offering. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
1-0.
Ready with the 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. 10-4 the final in this game. The Houston Astros hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Paul Lee earns win number 4 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sean Manaea is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Stands our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 10 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Athletics, 4 runs on 8 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.